Gabriel, today is your wedding, right? It's kind of weird. The receptionist at the ceremony told me there was no seat for me. I explained that I was the groom's mother, but everyone just tilted their heads. I can't go inside at this point, so can I ask you to come out here for a minute? Can you please explain to the receptionist what's going on?
Huh? Why do I have to go?
I don't know why, but the staff at the ceremony seemed to assume that the groom doesn't have a mother. If you come, it'll be a one-shot solution.
I don't want to. I'm busy right now.
Excuse me?
I mean, what are you doing here?
What do you mean? What am I doing? I came to celebrate my son's wedding, of course.
I don't remember inviting you to the wedding.
What?
Since you weren't invited, it's only natural that you don't have a seat.
What are you talking about? I helped you find the place for the ceremony. I helped you with all the preparations.
You're my parent. It's only natural for you to help me with the preparations. But I never said I wanted you to come on the day of the wedding.
What?
Don't you think it's a little bold of you to come to the wedding when you weren't even invited? I have nothing more to say to you, so why don't you be on your way?
Oh, that's just awful.
You know, haven't you ever looked in a mirror?
What?
You know what your face looks like, right? Seeing a face like yours, I'm sure the guests would be freaked out.
What the heck do you mean?
I don't want a scarred, ugly woman at my wedding. Put yourself in my shoes. I mean, what if the bride's relatives find out that you're the groom's mother? They wouldn't want to be related to a monster. They might want me to break off the engagement.
Oh God. So you're making fun of my face again. But your wife didn't say anything when she saw me.
She was just being nice. Deep down, she doesn't want to be married to a guy with an ugly mother.
I have a big scar on my face. Have you ever wondered how it happened?
I don't know. I don't care. My friends used to make fun of me when I was a kid because of you. You are the child of a monster. I was really depressed about events that you would come to, like class visits and athletic meets. I think you're aware of what you look like. So don't just stand there in the reception area forever. Get the hell out of here.
I've never heard of the groom's mother not attending the wedding.
We're not related by blood, so it doesn't matter.
What?
You have been acting like a mother just now. It just so happens that my father remarried you. You and I aren't even related. If anyone asks me anything, I'll just tell them my mother is sick and couldn't attend. The only real parent I have is my father. He's the only one who can make it to the wedding.
Saying such terrible things. Don't you have any feelings? For 29 years since you were 1 year old, I raised you as my own son.
You're the one who decided to marry my father, didn't you? I never asked you to raise me.
You talked to me like a 30-year-old rebellious kid.
Shut up. I can't believe my father's taste in women. I heard he broke up with my real mother right after I was born. I wish he'd remarried a beautiful woman. I couldn't believe this ugly woman was going to be my mother. I was really unlucky.
How can you say that when I've taken such good care of you?
I'm tired of you trying to get close to me like that. Just get out of my life.
I'm leaving, but don't call me back, okay?
Who would do that? Before the guests find out? Just get on out of here. Hey, where are you?
What's wrong?
Come back now.
Excuse me?
You're probably hanging around somewhere nearby anyway, right? The guests have already left. I'll let you in the ceremony.
What's the matter with you? I thought the ceremony was over.
It's over.
Then why do I have to go?
I can't pay for the wedding.
What?
I was so surprised when Dad told me. It's supposed to be a 50-50 split, but you were supposed to pay for our half.
Yeah, but
I was sure that Dad was going to pay for our half, but he said he didn't have any money. I was counting on him, so the wedding hall gave me the bill, but we still can't settle it.
oh my gosh, sounds like you're in a little bit of a pickle.
Stop joking around. Just get here. My wife and her parents are with me. They're all giving me cold looks. I'm so embarrassed.
There's no way I'm going.
Huh?
You kicked me out. You're on your own.
Oh, come on. You call yourself a mother.
Oops, I thought I was a stranger.
Yeah, well...
The only real parent you have is your dad, right? He's all you need. You said it yourself. Can you stop relying on me now?
Oh, man. I was going to let you be a parent.
I'm not your parent. I'm not going no matter what you say.
Oh, I'm so angry. You're a monster. Remember that. I just got home from the ceremony. The house is dark. Nobody's home. You haven't come home yet? Where the hell are you wandering around at this late hour?
Wherever I am is my business.
Damn, you really embarrassed me. I bowed down to the bride's parents. I asked them to pay for the wedding. I'm supposed to pay them back later. So make sure you come up with a $10,000.
I don't want to. I told you I wouldn't pay.
Why do you think you can be so selfish? I'll never be able to pay back the money. If the relationship with my wife's parents deteriorates, it's your fault.
I told you earlier. You're the one who kicked me out. It's not right to just ask me to pay for it. I have no obligation to pay for someone else's wedding in the first place.
Damn it. I get it. I'm not going to depend on you anymore. It's fine if I just pay it by myself, right?
That's right. You're 30 years old now. You're a grown-up.
By the way, where are you? It's after 10 at night.
I'm at my parents' house.
What? You went back to your parents' house? You're planning to run away from home?
I'm not running away from home. I'm not going back to that house anymore.
Huh?
I'm divorcing your father.
What? Why divorce all of a sudden? I didn't know anything about this.
I was going to tell you eventually. Actually, the divorce is something we've been planning on doing for a while. I was going to move out of the house once you got married.
Yeah, well...
The truth is, I was going to wait until after your wedding. I was planning to do it after you moved into a new house. But now that you've called me a stranger, I've decided to take this opportunity to cut all ties with you guys.
Are you angry that I made fun of your face? My father made fun of your scars too, you know? A divorce is a big deal. Don't keep on being so hard-headed and just come home.
You didn't know, did you? Your dad, he's been cheating on me for a long time.
What?
I could have left him when I found out about the affair. Your father left the housework and child-rearing to me. I knew that if I left, there would be no one left to take care of you. I decided to hold off until you were married and on your own.
I didn't know that.
But now that you're safely married, you don't need me anymore, right?
Well, I'm moving out of the house and into a new one. With your face, my dad got sick of you. I'll be glad to get rid of an ugly mother like you.
Oh, is that so? Well, I wish you and your wife all the best.
Hey, pick up the phone. Don't ignore me.
Ah, you're such a pest. What's wrong? I'm at work right now. I can't take calls.
I heard from my dad. The movers just came to the house. They moved all the furniture and appliances out.
Oh, that.
I knew it was you. I was going to use the furniture and appliances in the house for my newlywed home. What the hell are you doing, you thief?
Don't be rude. What's wrong with moving my own stuff out? Why don't you buy your own stuff for your new house?
The stuff from the house isn't yours alone.
Yes, it is. I bought them with the money I saved up when I was single.
What? You bought them? Not my dad?
He didn't pay a penny for it.
Huh? Dad told me to take any furniture and appliances I wanted from the house. He said he'd give them to me as a wedding gift.
He just wanted to look cool in front of you. Well, it's mine and I'm not giving it away.
Oh, come on, seriously? I mean, isn't this crazy? My mother is the one who's trying to pay for the wedding, and you're also the one who bought all the furniture appliances for the home. Wasn't it Dad who was supporting the family?
Supporting the family? No way. He was laid off a few years ago and he's been working part-time ever since.
What?
I was the one paying our living expenses. I was also the one who paid the mortgage on the house. I was also the one who paid your school tuition.
Even the tuition? That can't be.
Tens of thousands of dollars for college tuition. How could your father pay for it with just his part-time job?
As far as I remember, he was a section chief at a big company.
That was in the past. When he was working for a big company, he was paid a good salary. But all the money he had saved up got spent up real fast. After he left the company, he started working part-time at a restaurant. And he was only working about 3 days a week. He used all the money he made on himself.
Wait a minute. I can't believe my dad is a part-timer. He would leave early in the morning in his suit every day. He didn't come home until late.
I bet he didn't want his son to know he was laid off. When he wasn't working his part-time job, he was either at the bar or hanging out at his girlfriend's house.
Oh my God.
I know you don't want to believe it, but it's true. With your father's money gone, I've been working at an office during the day. At night, I work part-time at a tavern to support the family. And of course, I did all the housework.
My father said housework is a woman's job and never took care of the house.
He also left all the child rearing to me. I endured my husband's infidelity. And at the same time, I raised a child not related to me for 29 years. I'm proud of how I pulled it off.
I would never have been able to do it.
I chose the man to marry, and I promised him that I would take good care of you, my stepson, until you grew up. I grinned and bore it and did my best, even when it was hard. But that's enough, isn't it? I've done my part.
No. Wait. At least give me back the furniture.
Huh? I told you that furniture was mine, didn't I? You're not a kid anymore. You should at least buy your own furniture.
I can't do that. Because of you, I have to pay for the wedding, and I don't have the money.
So what? We're just strangers to each other. Would you just stop coming to me for everything?
But even if we're not blood relatives, we've been parent and child for almost 30 years. You could help me just a little.
I never adopted you in the first place. So really, we are completely unrelated.
What?
Why are you surprised? It's common sense, isn't it?
No. Usually you adopt.
I wanted to adopt at first too, but your father refused to let me.
What?
Besides, you started making fun of me as you got older. I decided not to force the adoption. I mean, I'm not even legally your parent. I want you to leave me alone from now on.
Damn.
Well, I've got work to do, so I have to go now.
Mom, I need a favor. Can you lend me some money? $20,000. I'll pay you back later, I promise.
Who are you?
Huh? It's me, Gabriel. Your son.
Who's Gabriel? I'm sure I don't have a son. Oh, I get it. An emergency scam. Too bad because I'm not a sucker. Goodbye.
Wait. Don't make fun of me like that. I'm really in a tough spot right now, so be serious.
Yes. What happened?
My wife asked for compensation.
Oh my.
She found out I was cheating on her.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see. You're not surprised?
Your father was a scumbag too. Like father, like son, scumbags. You were dating a younger girl from work before you got married. You didn't break up with her after you got married, right?
How did you know?
I had a private detective agency look to it.
Huh? So then, you were the one who told my wife about the affair?
Bingo!
What a thing to do! Because of you, I'm now facing a divorce after only a month of marriage. Everything was going so well. My life is a mess.
I thought, well, he's his son, there must be something going on. I hired a professional to look into it, and sure enough, you were cheating. It was disgusting. Father and son scumbags.
What the hell? Do you enjoy ruining your son's life?
No, you're not my son. I'm just saying you're a jerk.
That sucks. That doesn't sound like the words of a mother.
You're the one who cheated on her.
To take pleasure in your son's misfortune? I guess when your face is ugly, even your heart is ugly.
Let me tell you something. The scars on my face are because of you, right?
What?
You were still just a boy. I felt sorry for you, thinking you would have to spend your whole life feeling guilty about it. I was going to keep it a secret for the rest of my life, but I'll tell you now.
What do you mean it's my fault?
I think it was when you were just about 3 years old. You were playing with a shovel in the garden. I kept telling you not to do it, that it was dangerous. But you were so amused that you came up to me with the shovel in your hand. It hit me in the face. I got several stitches.
Oh my god. Are you serious?
There was a lot of blood and it hurt like hell. I wish it had been a toy shovel for playing in the sand. It was a real shovel with a pointed end. Well, it was my fault for leaving it out in the open where a kid could get to it. Of course, I didn't blame you. You and your father made fun of my wound. But I always put up with it, thinking it was my fault.
I didn't know.
I can hide it with a thick layer of foundation. I'm used to people saying this and that about my scars. But I never thought my son would tell me not to go to his wedding because of a scar on my face.
Mom, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I hurt you. And I'm sorry I made fun of your scar. So
what?
I need you to help me with $20,000. Actually, I haven't even paid for the wedding yet. My wife is demanding compensation. I can't rely on my dad. If I don't do something, I'll have to borrow the money from somewhere and go into debt. Please lend me 20 or 30,000 if you can.
Don't be so dependent on me.
What?
It's too late to apologize now.
I didn't know it was my fault you got hurt. I'm sincerely apologizing now. You can forgive me, can't you?
Even if my scars weren't your fault, making fun of someone's looks is the lowest kind of behavior. Besides, you're not a child anymore. You're an adult who knows what's right.
Mom.
You and I are not related. Will you stop calling me Mom?
But I'm the son you raised for 29 years. You don't want your precious son to be in debt.
I don't care what happens to you.
Oh, come on. I need your support. Please, don't give up on me.
You brought this on yourself. You're on your own. Shortly thereafter, the son divorced. My son, who had no savings, went into debt to pay for the wedding and compensation. To pay off his debts, he worked part-time jobs in addition to his day job, earning money as much as he could. After the divorce, he moved out of his new house and went back to his parents' house to live with his father. Since my ex-husband also has to pay me alimony, he's had to work more shifts at his part-time job. So now the two of them, father and son, are working all the time. I, on the other hand, after once moving back to my parents' house, rented an apartment and started living alone. Thanks to being free from the stress of my husband and son, my health is better than before. I am in better physical condition now, and I am able to achieve good results at work. I have lived for my family for about 30 years so far, but I would like to spend the rest of my life doing what I want to do and having fun.